Cassie Nelson reporting for duty. On the 20th of January, Scary Guy came to visit Lennox to share his message. Beginning in 1998, Scary made his sole mission the total elimination of hate, violence, and prejudice worldwide. He teaches love and acceptance of all people. TigerBeat thought a selfie challenge with Scary would be very awesome. Take a look. Well, Austin, that's a wrap. To you.
Thanks, Cassidy. Today I'm with the ag teacher, Miss Williamson. The FFA is going to be present to many upcoming competitions. So, Miss Williamson, how are you and your crew getting ready?
Well, we are having practices twice a week during advisory, and one of our big contests is going to be the conduct of meetings. So we have 7 different students, each have an officer spot, and they're going to learn opening and closing ceremonies, as well as 5 different abilities and item of businesses. And then we also have other contests that include creed speaking, public speaking, and many other things. So we're working very hard all week long.
Thank you.
This week, everybody's favorite Romanian, Mr. D, is going to nominate a Student of the Week. He is one of the PE teachers at Lennox High School. We call him Mr. D because nobody can pronounce his last name.
Is that thing working? And action. Alright, my name is Lucian Diaconu, or just keep it simple, Mr. D. I'm gonna announce who my Student of the Week is, and his name is Will. The reason I picked him is because he is awesome, and this week he was even more awesome because we played his favorite game, dodgeball, and he was very into it. He puts a lot of soul in it. So Will is the Student of the Week in PE. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. D. Mr. D. Congratulations, Will Byring. LHS students, step up your game because hard work does pay off. Let's find out what the cooks are serving for lunch.
Thanks, Sky. I'm Bailey Miller, and this week's menu goes like this. On the 25th, we have Frito chili pie. On the 26th, we have burritos. On the 27th, a baked potato bar. On the 28th, sloppy joes. And on the 29th, hot dogs. Now, I don't know about you, but I am already in love with this week's lunch menu. Back to you, Sky.
A bit ago, you met our favorite Romanian. Now it's time to recognize a teacher who started school and never stopped. Without further ado, I turn this over to our favorite bald teacher.
My name is Matt Malowski. I have been involved in education since 1986. When I started kindergarten, I started at Lambert Elementary School in Manchester, Iowa. From there I went to the middle school and then eventually to West Delaware High School. After graduation, I went to the University of Northern Iowa and majored in business management. After a year and a half there, I transferred down to Northwest Missouri State and finished out my business management degree. Upon graduation, I realized that I did not want to work in business. I did not care about a corporation's stock price and what I had to do in order to keep their stock price high. So I knew I needed to work with kids. I had always wanted to be a teacher, but being that my parents were both educators, they told me they would kill me if I went into education. So I went back to the University of Northern Iowa to get my teaching license. It took me 2.5 years. After I got my teaching license, I then went to Washington High School in Cherokee, where I did my student teaching with Mrs. Hunnicky and Mr. Stone King. After that, I subbed for that half a year since I graduated in the fall. There weren't any teaching jobs in that area that were available in the winter. So I subbed there and ended up getting a long-term substitute position at Cherokee, 2 different ones. And then they moved around some teaching assignments to get me a job there. And I taught and coached football and basketball there for 3 years, 2 years. Taught there for 2 years and then went to Anamosa, and I was there for 3 years teaching and coaching. And then in 2010, that spring, Mr. Hendricks contacted me and said, we have a job opening down here. I'm not sure if you're interested, and I applied. I got the job, and I've been here ever since. This is my 6th year here at Lennox.
Congratulations, Mr. Malowski. You've been in education for 30 consecutive years.
This year, 2 of our high school students decided to try out for SWEBA. They are Daisy Valenzuela and Coy Miller. This is actually their 2nd year in participating. Let's go talk to Daisy Valenzuela about her experience.
Yeah, I got accepted into SWEBA Honor Band this year. It's actually something that starts when you're in junior high. I didn't audition when I was in junior high because I was really scared of judges, and just like playing in front of people didn't really come to me as easy. So last year when I was a freshman, Miss Snyder had finally convinced me to do it, and surprise, surprise, I got in. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was, but I feel like I could have done better. So I auditioned again this year. I did really good. Last year I got 2-5, which is 2nd chair, 5th spot. So there's 5 other people in front of me who got 2nd chair. This year I got 1-5, which is really good because getting 1st chair is something that you want to get. I'm hoping next year I get 1-1. That's the best chair there is. But yeah, I really like SWEBA because you make friends and you know them for a long time. Ms. Snyder told me that she met friends in junior high honor band and she still talks to them, so that's what I want with people. I actually sat by the same people this year as I did last year, and yeah, it was a really fun time.
I'm really proud of all the hard work that Daisy and Coy put into being accepted into the SWEBA High School Honor Band, as well as all the hard work they put in that day with the concert in the evening.
This week's former face is a really great guy, and lucky for me, he's my first cousin. So tell TigerBeat Nation about you.
Thanks, Spence. I'm Jake Samo. Following graduation from Lennox in 2006, I attended the University of Iowa from 2006-2010. Had a business degree with emphasis in management marketing. Just before I graduated, I took an internship with the Iowa Cubs. I had an internship there with them for 6 months in the spring of 2010 till the fall. And then following that internship, I returned to the University of Iowa and completed my degree and graduated from there in December 2010. Following that, got a full-time job with the Iowa Cubs. I was the Assistant Director of Stadium Operations. That was the department I interned in. Worked there for 3 more seasons from January 2011 to February of 2014. At that time, I moved back to Lennox, Iowa and started with Hometown Insurance and Travis Crop Insurance. Been there coming on 2 years now, and moved home, like I said, in February of 2014. My fiance at the time moved back in May that year, and then we got married this be 2 years this fall. October of 2014 is when we got married. Her name's Heather. She works at Iowa State Savings Bank here in town. We got a lawn care company. Same Lawn Care started last year. Outside of that, we're just happy to be back home and glad to be part of the community again.
Thanks for being our former face, Jake. Now on to sports.
On January 16th, Jared Hensley recorded his 100th win when he defeated a young man from Eddiesville, Blakesburg. On Thursday, Spencer Brown recorded his 1,000th point at Nottoway Valley. Congratulations to the backdoor neighbors of Temple and Ohio Streets, Jared Hensley and Spencer Brown. Now on to bowling.
I'm TigerBeat reporter Lauren Christensen. Let's talk to Emily Powell and Haley Walls about the hardest thing to knock down pins in bowling.
I think the hardest thing to knock down pins in bowling is when you get under a lot of pressure and you're always worried about your pin count. You normally miss your mark a lot more if you're not concentrating on that.
To me, bowling is definitely a mental sport, so if you don't believe in yourself, you're really not going to have a great attitude, and attitude is a lot in bowling because you could start throwing off and stuff like that just because your mindset's wrong.
Thank you.
T-shirts with the new logo are on sale in the office for $15. At this time, there is one style, short sleeve gray with the yellow L. Sign up and pay for your shirt in the office by February 1st.
The game that would more than likely determine the outcome of the conference race was held January 21st at Greenfield. Nottoway Valley's Jackson Lamb has edged to the front of the pack in the state scoring race with 27.9 points per game. Meanwhile, our senior Spencer Brown has already grabbed 235 rebounds this season for a state best of 19.6 per game. Let's take a look at some highlights of the game.
Congratulations to our girls basketball team. They defeated Sally's Torrent at home January 22nd with a score of 53-47. Here's some footage of their victory.
So the question is, are our basketball players and wrestlers close? I think this picture says it all.
This week, we are recognizing our Tiger Pride and Tiger Power. These kind folks donated $75 and $100 to support all of our athletes and our school's many sports programs. Send your donations of $25, $50, $75, $100, or $150 to Lenox Community Schools at 600 South Locust Street, Lenox, Iowa 50851. We'll add you to the list and make sure you get a window cling to show you our Tiger Sports Booster. We need you. Well, that's it for Tiger Sports this week. Next is the weather forecast.
I'm Weather Girl Lauren.
And I'm Weather Girl McKenna.
Hey McKenna, what does one lightning bolt say to the other lightning bolt?
I don't know, but my guess is that you're going to tell me.
You're shocking.
All right, let's cut to the chase. We all know it's been cold. So for your luck, this week it's going to be a tad bit warmer.
By a tad, we mean like 10 degrees.
But just in case we're wrong, don't forget your sunscreen,
Hats,
flip-flops, boots, stocking cap,
and anything else you can think of.
Weather Girls out. I like you, you like us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.